Good morning, Janice.
Good morning, Anton.
Yes, and good morning to everybody watching on the live stream. And today we have a very special episode. It's about vitamins, no? Why we need vitamins and how do you choose the right one? So what Janice will do a short presentation on vitamins. And then, kasi dami kami vitamins, naguguluhan din kami sa mga vitamins. So I'll show her what type of vitamins ba to use or recommend. I think all of them naman are good, di ba? All the vitamin C are good. But what type of vitamin C is optimal siguro, ganyan, based on your recommendation. So my name is Anton Diaz, founder of Our Awesome Planet, and we're awesome live with Janise Tang Piap, and we're talking about vitamins. Can you do a short film? All right. I'm so excited for this episode. We're streaming live in Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So let's get this started. Janice, turning it
Okay,
over to you.
let's get the ball rolling. Okay. Honestly, I really had a hard time with this presentation. There was so much I wanted to put in and to give you information, but I just tried to do the most simplest one as I could. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining Anton and I this morning. Today, we're going to be talking about vitamins slash supplements, nutritionals, and how to choose the right one. Okay, just a little bit introduction. If you guys don't know me yet, I am Janise Tang Piap. I am the owner of Intercon Regenerative Center in Quezon City. I'm also a functional medicine health coach, nutritional therapy practitioner, and I'm also an advocate for autism and safer beauty. So I start all my lives with this is just to remind everybody that our body's natural state is one of balance, sustained wellness, and vitality. So when things are out of balance and we are sick, that is not an indication that it's broke. Our body is broken. It's actually just the effects of how we choose to live our lives. So as we continue along, I'll show you what makes an unbalanced body. So again, I've showed this before. Optimum health is not complicated. Just remember these three words. So we need to maximize what our unique body needs to function and thrive. We want to minimize what is harmful for our unique body and prioritize habits that create an environment of health and wellness. So we're going to go talk about the minimize items. So, and I believe that pictures like speak 1,000 words. So number one, we want to minimize crap food. So food, actually, these types of food are actually low in nutrition or zero nutrition and very high in calories. And basically, you're just putting air into your into your body, as we would put it. So these are things that actually also deplete the nutrients in our body. Number two is toxins. Toxins are unfortunately all around us. It takes a lot of nutrients and vitamins for certain biochemistries to work in our body, especially for detoxification of these toxins from it. And then number three is stress. Stress, unfortunately, depletes also a lot of the nutrients in our body needed for daily living, daily survival. Okay, so why take vitamins, right? Like people are like, I don't need that. I eat naman. I eat healthy. I eat very well. Food should be enough, diba? Actually, food would have been enough maybe 50, 60 years ago, but now the food that we have is a lot of them are highly processed. A lot of them have been chemically laden. So here are some of the reasons why our food is not nutrient dense anymore today. So antibiotics, a lot of our poultry, our meats have antibiotics. Things that we like to eat, we fry them in like very inflammatory oils. There's glyphosate in our crops, toxic elements, unfortunately, in rice and certain seafood, and then certain foods also unfortunately grow mold, toxins. So like peanuts, and when you have like peanuts na matagal na and it has this smell, it's like hindi na siya fresh. That's actually gone rancid. So yung oils niya nag-oxidize na. So I wouldn't recommend eating those, okay? Because you're eating the oxidized oils putting it into your body and also making your organs oxidize. So there's a lot of fluoride going on, and also the things that we use for cookware. Okay, so why we need vitamins? Okay, so you nutrient supply, which is basically what we eat in a day, you minus it with the nutrient demand. So what are the demands of the day? So just living, breathing, moving, making our organs work properly, equals to either a nutrient surplus if we're eating well, or a nutrient gap if we're not eating well. So the nutrient gap, unfortunately, will cause us to become unbalanced and eventually sick. So our lifestyle equals our supplement needs. Okay, so this is a famous functional medicine doctor, Dr. Mark Hyman. He says, in a perfect world, nobody would need supplements. But given the stress of our modern life, the poor quality of our food supply, and the high load of toxins on our brains and bodies, most of us need a basic daily supply of the key raw materials for all our enzymes and biochemistries to run as designed. Basically, we need the right amount of nutrients, gas, in order to run our body on a daily basis. So again, nutrient needs are bio-individual. Like kung ano yung kailangan ko is not basically what you're gonna need, because it depends on the demand, the nutrient demand equal like my lifestyle. So basically it varies. It depends on your genetics. It depends on your lifestyle. Do you sleep? Do you drink a lot of water? Are you toxic? Are you eating a lot of crap food? You have a lot of stress and inflammation. Are you stressed with yung parang mindset mo? So it's really bio-individual. So the biochemistry is required by an individual's life circumstance, which is poorly support. If it's poorly supported nutritionally, then it's not going to function optimally, right? So this creates poor health, right? So lower vitality and lower resilience. So poor health attracts disease. So the nutrients that we need technically on a daily basis, there's certain vitamins that we need, like we get that, like for example, there's certain vitamins that we don't make, like vitamin C in our body, so we have to get that from external nutrients. So either we take a supplement or we eat a lot of citrus food. There's a lot of the foods that we eat also do have vitamin C in them. And then we need minerals. Minerals are elements that are required for life, and they're also found, and they're also cofactors for enzymes that are needed to do certain biochemistry in our body. And then also minerals are also electrolytes, right? So we also need amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein in our body. We need essential fatty acids. Yes, we need fat. So people who are on a low fat diet, maybe we need to look into what you're eating, because there is a lot of marketing going towards like how fat is bad, and how it's not good for you. But we technically need essential fatty acids because they're the building blocks of our cell membranes. We need them for proper hormones, metabolism, and also hormone building. And they're actually the insulation for our vital organs. And then we need polyphenols, which are chemical compounds that are found in the characteristics of like vegetables and fruits and berries. So it gives them the color, the taste, and the texture. They're anti-inflammatory, they're antioxidants. But you know what? In a perfect world, we don't get all this on a daily basis, right? So the different types of vitamins and supplements provide three different things. So number one, they provide rapid relief, like immediate support. There's therapeutic that you need because, for example, you have bacterial load or toxins into your gut that you want to eliminate. So that's a therapeutic period. And then there's maintenance. So like if you're just on a daily basis, like the multivitamins, people need certain enzymes for them to help with digestion. Okay, and then one more thing, the reason why we also need to supplement or take some vitamins, because if you're on medication depletes the nutrients. So here's the list of the popular medications that we take, or people that our family takes. So the acid blockers, which is the antacids, like the ones that help with acid reflux, they actually deplete a lot of our nutrients and vitamins because they alter the pH of the gut. Our gut is supposed to be acidic to be able to denature proteins and to digest everything. But if you're taking an acid blocker, it becomes alkaline. So we're not even able to break down the food and absorb it. So there's also antibiotics, there's blood pressure medication, cholesterol meds actually deplete most minerals and B vitamins, especially CoQ10. diabetes medication, CoQ10 and all the Bs, non-steroidal inflammatory medication like ibuprofen depletes vitamin C and folic acid. And then people who are on the pill, either because you want to use it as a contraceptive or you're using it because you have PCOS or other hormonal imbalances, they actually disrupt the good bacteria in our gut. It depletes magnesium, zinc, most other minerals, Bs, and vitamin C. So supplements are not highly regulated, unfortunately. I mean, there is so many different supplements on the market. You actually don't know if they are, FDA approved or if they're really safe. So technically in the US right now, the FDA is not really strict in terms of regulating vitamins. So we need to be educated, right? So here's just a list of preservatives and binders that I often look for. So make sure your vitamin does not have calcium carbonate, which is AKA chalk. They use that as to, when you have supplements that are the very hard tablets, yung may kulay, yung they're red, they're orange, yung mga ganon, kasi they need that chalk as a binder, right? And it's actually cheaper for them to manufacture it as well. So there's magnesium stearate, which it's still debatable. Like some of the supplements I take have them, and I'm fine. Some people, it can cause a reaction. So again, bio-individuality. So if you have a supplement that has that and you're getting bloated or you don't feel well, then maybe your body doesn't like that. So also coloring. So you don't want supplements that are red, that are green or blue, parang Skittles. You don't want that. So I always look out for red coloring, not just on my supplements, but in everything like food. Sweeteners, again, mannitol, sorbitol, aspartame. So those things you don't want. And then there are certain binders, which is, I don't know why it's not. Okay, anyway, sorry for that thing there. There we go. Okay, so the binders, there's something called, when you see PEG or DEG, with a polyethylene glycol, it's actually the ingredients for antifreeze. So those, I don't think you want that in your supplement, right? So it can cause kidney and liver damage, skin rash. PEG is also in cosmetics as well, because it's a binder. And then preservatives, right? Preservatives such as parabens. I think most of us know what parabens are, and then we try to avoid those in our cosmetics, right? Personal care products. But I have seen local children's vitamin syrups with paraben. I don't think we want to be ingesting that because it disrupts our hormones and could eventually cause cancer. Okay, so I'm just doing this little comparison for you really quickly. So there's Centrum, which we all know and have been heavily marketed for us as the multivitamin of bayan, ng bayan, right? So, and then there's another brand here on the side, which I use, is Thorn. So ang pinagkaiba nila is Centrum is unfortunately mass marketed, right? And it's actually made by a pharmaceutical company. And then Thorn is a supplement that I recommend to a lot of my clients because the forms of the vitamins that you get there are actually absorbable. Kasi there's different, like for example lang, vitamin A. Vitamin A, sometimes we always see it as retinoid. But ang absorbable form talaga ng vitamin A is actually beta carotene. So yan pa lang. And then there is example, let's see here. Let's go towards folate. So folic acid is not the best absorbable form. So you want to be able to have either folate or 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate as the most absorbable form. Kasi pag kulang ka sa nutrients, hindi mo rin siya mako-convert. So kung kulang ka sa nutrients, nag-folic acid ka, hindi din siya ma-absorb ng katawan mo because hindi siya converted into the absorbable form, which is either folate or methyl tetrahydrofolate. Okay, we can talk about this more later. So I'm just showing you what I've circled here, so my Centrum. Okay, so it does have calcium carbonate, it has magnesium stearate, it has the polyethylene glycol that we talked about, it has color yellow, 6 lake, and it has talc. Kung alam niyo kung anong talc, talc is powder. Parang baby powder, right? And then it's got zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is used for sunscreen, okay? So yan pa lang, makikita nyo na. I mean, do you really think your body is going to be able to absorb that? Or even if it is, you're gonna have your liver is gonna have to work a little bit more harder to actually detox all the other preservatives and binders in that supplement. And then yun din, it's 365 tablets. It's going for 1,500 to 1,700. So imagine mo what it took to actually make that. As opposed to the Thorn, highly absorbable. Lahat ng ng forms niya. Yes, it's a little bit pricey at 1,700. Pero if you're just gonna take supplements anyway, you might as well use the ones that are pay a little bit more, but also get the ones na talaga ma-absorb ng katawan nyo. Right? So for those people who have trouble swallowing, di ba may mga taong can't swallow pills, takot, or you have people who have digestive issues, because if you have digestive issues, minsan mahirap i-absorb the vitamins, right? So there's also IV therapy that you can do, which allows your body to receive the vitamins in greater concentration, which is at a 90% absorption rate. Kasi when it goes through the mouth, it's got about a 50% absorption rate. So, pero pag kulang ka rin sa nutrients, hindi mo siyang ma-convert. Pag kulang ka rin sa stomach acid and you're taking the acid blockers, hindi mo rin siya ma-breakdown. So, again, bio-individual din ang taking ng supplements. So, it's really best to get good advice from somebody who knows what you need. So again, just to finish off, your nutrient supply minus your nutrient demand equals either your nutrient surplus or your nutrient gap. So kung may surplus ka, great, diba? But if you have the nutrient gap, unfortunately, it's going to cause symptoms that will lead to certain diseases. Ayun. And then I leave this all the time. Do the best you can until you know better. And then when you know better, you do better. And that's me. So I hope you learned something, but you guys can always ask questions after.
All right. Yes. Okay. Game. So, okay. So because this is all about vitamins, and I really wanted to get your thoughts on certain. So let's start with vitamin C. Diba? So usually you have this like a vitamin C from Kirkland that you receive from your friends or family from the US, diba? 500 grams. Meron rin yung CVS Health, di ba? Na vitamin C.
Yes.
And then meron rin yung parang ganito, ascorbic acid for kids, di ba? Na chewables.
Yeah.
And then meron rin yung ganito. Chewable. I guess it's the same, no? Chewable. Ano ba? Yeah, let's start with vitamin C. So, what's the right way? I guess, of course, fresh sources of like dalandan juice are better, no? Pero in terms of ganito, what should we look at, for example?
So, for vitamin C, kasi di ba there's people that are acidic, di ba? So, some people, they either go ascorbic acid or they go buffered, which is also buffered vitamin C. Buffered vitamin C, which is, I think, what's found right now in that ano yun, yung vitamin C na popular na local, nakalimutan ko na. Yeah, so that one's actually a good one. But ang ano kasi, you look at your Kirkland one, tell me nga the ingredients. Is it just vitamin C?
No, so ano to, yung tablet contains, ganon?
Yung other ingredients, doon tayo.
Other ingredient. Sige, ito so basahin natin. Sorbitol, sodium ascorbate, ascorbic acid, cornstarch, magnesium stearate, natural orange flavor, silicon dioxide, sucralose, orange juice powder. Ang dami maltodextrin, lactose, aneto extract, tsaka potassium hydrate.
Okay. So, yan pa lang. Wag na natin pag-usapan yung form ng vitamin C. Okay. Yun pa lang the other ingredients, di ba? That's what we were talking about kanina.
So, pag marami, hindi
yeah, like I would stay away because yung ganyan kasi it's really mass produced, and that's a tablet. Alam ko tablet yan eh.
Yes.
But
of course, you can still drink this, di ba?
You can drink it, but I don't. The absorbability, of course, is still, it's going to be
Still
bio-individual, especially
Ah,
kung ano ka. But ako kasi, like for, if I can, di ba, I try to iwas yung mass market na ganyan, especially tablet form. If you can get some, actually, mas maganda ang supplement if it's in a vegetable capsule. Yung na-open mo, tapos powder na siya. Alam mo yun?
di ba
Oo.
meron yan? So what's a local brand na you're saying? So like,
Ano yun? Ano ba yung... Oh, I
sige,
forgot.
isipin mo, ito yung CBS Health, no? Ingredients, CBS Health. Microcrystalline cellulose,
Okay.
stearic acid, polyvinyl pyrrolidome, cross carmelose sodium, magnesium stearate and silica. Okay ba 'yon?
Ano yung form ng vitamin C niya? It's capsule.
Sarado pa eh.
Okay.
Sandali, tingnan natin.
Yung nakalagay dun sa like
Ano,
daily...
tablet.
It's tablet.
Oo, may popular na Be Well, Ferncy. Yung ba yung inano mo?
Yun yun, si Ferncy. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Ferncy, at least that one, I would be more to take. Huwag na kayong mag-imported. Mas okay pa rin yun. Mas okay na.
Ferncy is recommended.
Yes,
How about
yes.
yung mga chewables? Mga chewables for kids?
Chewables kasi, okay, kasi for, I'm not sure what the ingredients with that is, but syempre, because it's a chewable, may mga binders din yan, right? So,
Okay.
so ako naman, I just tell people, just get ones you can afford, and then less of the other ingredients kung pwede. Diba? Syempre kasi mahirap painumin ng bata. So, of course, we go for chewables, we go for the, mas tastier, but then yun din, it has added sugars din. Like kanina, di ba, yung Kirkland din, sinabi mo,
Yes.
na kaagad yung sorbitol na kaagad eh, right?
Oo. Yes.
If it's chewable, that's chewable na, no?
Tangy orange taste. Hindi ko alam.
Oh, chewable yan eh.
Oo. Baka chewable to. Yes.
Yeah, chewable kasi they'll add sugar para mas masarap, diba?
Oo. Yes.
So, for like adults, I recommend talaga, if you can swallow just a vegetable cap, huwag ka na mag-chewable. Kasi the gummy, di ba? May gummy, may chewable. You're actually just eating extra stuff that you don't really need, di ba?
Okay.
You're extra sugar, extra coloring, extra other,
Okay, sige, Ferncy. So Ferncy, we recommend. Okay.
Wait, another side note pala for vitamin C, ha? For those who nga may stomach acid problem, may acid reflux, the Fern C is good, but there's also another type of vitamin C. It's called liposomal C. Okay, so para siyang, it's buffered siya. For example, this is one of them. It's liposomal. It's in a gel. It's a gel cap. So it's
Can I see
coated.
it?
Sorry.
Ayan. Okay.
So it's coated siya in a good in fat para pag when you ingest, hindi siya magi-irritate ng gut lining mo. So it's another way.
Ay, may ganyan pala.
Oo,
Pero
may
locally available yan or international yan?
May nakikita naman ako sa Shopee, Lazada, but yung again, you have to make sure that the company is also reputable.
Okay, next. Probiotic. Maybe ito nga, yung mga enzymes, di ba? So maybe you can comment, ano bang, so we have a few, okay. So, meron tayong probiotic na Vitamin World. Diba? Okay. Meron din yung Now. Yung Now kasi pa Amazon brand yata. Probiotic na.
On Amazon, yeah.
And of course, meron yung enzyme from Yoli, di ba? And then corn. So how do you
Okay. So
consideration for enzymes and probiotic?
Okay. So enzymes kasi madaming klase siya. There's enzymes, just regular enzymes with protease, lactase, yung things that help you digest your food. And then there's also enzymes like yung biogest natin dyan. It also includes things to help with digestion. So like it has yan yata with the ox bile, or may ox bile yan, di ba? something like that.
Siguro.
So may ganun din. But for
Right.
people,
Yes, it has oxbile.
so ox bile is actually good for people with gallbladder issues or people that don't have a gallbladder. It's actually it helps you with yung digestion of like mga fats. So may ganon. So if you want good those enzymes, but if you're there's people, di ba, may lactose intolerance, so may lactase lang, di ba, na enzyme. Mayroon yung multi-spectrum enzyme which helps you digest your carbs, fats, proteins, and yung milk. Yun. So I always recommend enzymes to my clients because many people talaga tayo, we live a very stressful life, and when we do, the stomach acid natin is actually kulang to break down our food. So enzymes are a great way to actually help you to digest and
Okay.
absorb.
So, okay ba itong mga probiotic din?
Ako, again, going back to okay sila just to make sure na yung mga added ingredients konti.
Okay. Pero parang capsule.
Vegetable
Okay.
cap, yeah, that's good. Vegetable cap is
That's
always
good.
better than tablet, yes.
Okay. And then, when do you drink it usually?
So you take, kunyari kakain ka, you 1 spoonful or 2 spoon, and then you take your enzymes. Kasi it's supposed to
Kakain ka muna ng konti. Okay.
kakain ka muna ng konti.
And then usually, isa or dalawa. Ganun.
Yes, depende. Like again, bio-individual. Some people will take 2. Kasi may recommended yan, di ba? But ikaw din malalaman mo din kung do I need to take 2? Do I need to take, what's recommended? Kasi para you'll feel it So,
So yung mga ganito, okay din, the enzyme ng yung...
Yeah. Actually, madami din naman magagandang enzymes. But it's just, pili ka lang talaga ng less other ingredients. Doon tayo
So yun yung requirement. Now, yung vitamin C pala, when's the best time to take? Or throughout the day, after eating, before eating? What's the
There really isn't one, but yun na nga, for those who have medyo maano yung tiyan nila, I take it after a meal.
Pero kung wala ka namang ganun, you can take it
Anytime.
anytime, 2 times a day. Ganun.
Yeah. Ang vitamin C talaga is better in divided doses. Kasi di ba people do high dose vitamin C. Kaya lalo na kung may sipon sila, they'll take like 3,000, 5,000. Pero ang mangyayari niyan is hindi mo naman talaga din siya ma-absorb lahat, and then you'll just pee it out, right? So it's good to take in divided doses. Wag yung tahan lang.
Okay, question. What's the difference nung bio-digest, yung GI and CAP?
Okay. Kasi di ba, so what we were doing is
And maybe you can introduce Torn then. Ano ba yung Torn?
So what we're doing is gut healing, diba? So yun na nga, when we're talking about vitamins and then there's supplements, kasi there are things that we can't get anywhere else to help, diba? For example, target tayo ng gut healing. So talagang kailangan natin ng supplements, but those supplements, they're not naman din long-term, right? So
this is a supplement. This is the supplement.
They complement each other. So see, GI and CAP, that actually has the nutrients to help repair your gut lining. So
and you drink it. When do you drink it?
You take it away from food. So for example, lunch, dinner, you take it in between. Kasi for gut healing siya.
Okay. So ito supplement, this is the vitamin.
Technically, hindi din. Supplements din siya. Supplements. Kasi hindi naman siya vitamin A, B, C, D. Ganon.
But this is digestive enzyme. Okay.
It's a
so
supplement.
Ito parang the enzyme nung Yoli, di ba? Parang ito yung parang Okay, next. Vitamin D. Ito, kasi may tayo sa vitamin D, di ba? Parang, ano bang vitamin D? So, for example, of course, the natural is getting sunlight, no? Pero, let's say, vitamin D3. Or ito, Nature's Bounty. Ano bang tinitignan mo sa vitamin D?
Ang D3, kasi ngayon marami na nagdi-D3, which is good. Kasi may mga vitamins may mga D2 pa din. Okay, so D2 is
Ah,
absorbable
okay.
form. So D3 is good. And then, but the thing with D3, it's a fat soluble vitamin, right? So
Meaning,
we want to look at the gel cap kung ano yung fat na it's suspended in.
so like ito, nakasulat, ito ang vitamin world, no? Nakasulat, other ingredients, soybean oil, gelatin, vegetable, ano to? Glycerin,
Mm-mm.
saka purified water.
Yes, so there
Okay.
we go. So yun yung soybean oil. So soybean oil is a very highly inflammatory oil. Okay ka na, vitamin D3 ka na eh. Ang problema naman with that is it's suspended in an oil that's not good for you.
So paano to? Lahat, may soybean oil din tong isa.
Oh, kasi ano nga yan, 'di ba? In terms of brands, those are the entry level brands.
So, kung vitamin D, ano yung ano yun mo?
Vitamin D, wala ko kasing ano dito. But some of them are suspended, say, some of them have a little bit of, some of them have fish oil, some of them are suspended either in parang coconut oil or, ano pa ba yung iba, naalala ko.
Ayun.
Basta
Basta
yun,
yung
you don't,
soybean oil yung ano.
yes, you don't want it suspended in like canola oil, soybean oil,
So like for
cotton.
example, this one, since alam ko na may soybean oil, do I just finish it or wag na?
Yeah, just finish it. Ano kasi lang, again, so like for example, we know that soybean oil is highly inflammatory. But if you're say, for example, you're doing other things that are part of your supplement regimen that medyo mataas ang antioxidants mo, like you take glutathione, you take NAC, you take polyphenols, those actually help reduce inflammation. So medyo nagbabalance ka din, diba?
Okay. And when do you take D3 usually?
D3 is because it's fat soluble, omega, like omega oils or oil. It's good to take with fat. So, for
Meaning,
example, if you're eating fatty fish, if you have, if you're taking something with olive oil, parang ganun kasi it's fat
so
soluble, diba?
after
But
eating? After eating.
yeah, after eating, oo, pwede.
After eating.
It's
Okay.
good to eat with other fats, yeah.
Next, B complex. Paano ba yung B complex? Ano bang what do you or do you recommend it pa rin ba? Or sandali
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like ito,
Mm-mm.
B complex, stress.
Oo.
B complex.
So si B complex, medyo complicated si B complex kasi nga there are Bs that are highly absorbable, there are Bs that are not. So balik tayo dun sa slide ko ha.
Oo.
Like
Sige.
for example, si B6. B6 is very highly absorbable when it is in the P5P version, yung paradoxyl 5-phosphate. But there are other forms of B6 that's not absorbable.
So
So
like ito, like for example to, nakasulat ano to? Phydosin hydrochloride.
okay, so that's not the most absorbable form of B6.
B6.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for example, B12. Ang
Oo.
B12 naman, methylcobalamin, like anything that's a methyl is more absorbable than
Ito.
cyanocobalamin.
Oo, cyanocobalamin.
Cyanocobalamin, oo. It's still B12, it's still B6, but yun na nga, kung kulang din ng nutrients ng katawan mo, kulang ka ng minerals for the conversion into the final form. Kasi once you take it, it's up to our body na and the nutrients that we have to actually convert it to the final form that is absorbable. Kaya
So paano kung let's say ito, hindi absorbable? Pwede bang you take two?
you can
Parang
take it. You
you
can
can
take
take
it.
two. Parang dalawa na lang para mas marami. Ganun.
Hindi naman kasi then your body's gonna work more in able to to convert it, diba? So
Convert it.
oo, so
Hindi
deplete
rin.
din, oo.
So when do you take B vitamins?
B vitamins, I would take it anytime before the afternoon because it can give you energy. It can actually cause you not
to sleep. Okay. I will Now, syempre, of course, very important yung immune, di ba? Mga immune pro, ganyan, immune vitamins. So, we have parang ganito. Ito, Nature's Bounty rin. Immune,
Mm.
24 hours support, or, di ba sabi nila zinc din, ganyan, parang zinc. Ano bang mga chromium picolinate ba? Kasama rin yan?
Blood sugar.
Ha?
Blood sugar.
Ito
For,
blood sugar. Blood sugar. Wait, ito na lang. So, can you comment on on
yung mga ganyan. Actually, it's yung mga, when they label something as like an immune boost, immune whatever. It's just basically those are also vitamins that they've just put together, diba? To market as something for you to
So like ito, zinc. What's the absorbable form ng zinc?
zinc. Wait, zinc is check ko
Ito
lang.
kasi zinc gluconate.
Zinc
And then,
gluconate. Ano ba to?
in vegetable cellulose, decalcium phosphate.
Zinc. Oh, may citrate din yata si zinc eh. Ano ba to? Na mental block mo. Gluconate, zinc.
So when do you drink zinc?
Zinc, I would take, with, I would take it after your meal then.
After then.
Yeah. Actually, yun na nga, like, so there's so many different types of supplements being marketed with a label, diba? Especially, like, example, immune. Ang ano naman talaga niyan, those are also vitamins and minerals. So if you're actually taking
So for
multivitamins,
example, let's say, for example to, vitamin D and zinc, di ba? Tapos ang other ingredients niya, rice bean oil, okay lang 'yon.
medyo inflammatory.
Ang rice bean oil.
But then again,
Okay.
sabi ko, 'di ba? If you're living a lifestyle na hindi naman din highly inflammatory and then you're taking the right antioxidants, then that's okay.
Okay. And then ito, chromium picolinate. Para saan naman to?
That's the best form. Chromium picolinate.
Of what? Of
chromium. So it's good for, blood sugar balance. It's actually also a mineral, so our body needs that also for other enzyme functions and biochemistry.
Yung milk thistle, okay din.
Liver health, yes.
For liver health. Okay. And then quercetin. Kailan naman, bakit may
quercetin is actually maganda siya for allergies. It's also good for respiratory system. So like I made a list of, like, kasi nga, di ba, nag-COVID and all that. That's actually part of one of our vitamins for COVID.
So ito after then.
After meals, din, yeah.
After meals, not before meals.
No.
So ano yung list mo for COVID? Quercetin, yung mga vitamins.
Okay, so it's quercetin, N-acetylcysteine, which is NAC.
NAC.
Oops.
Okay. Yes,
kasi it's a precursor to making glutathione, which is an antioxidant. Magnesium.
Magnesium citrate, ganyan.
Yes, perfect. Magnesium citrate, vitamin C. Ano pa ba?
That's it.
Yeah, that's the basics. Vitamin D, of course.
Okay. How about yung alkalit? Kasi we're taking this before.
Ano yan?
Sa Yoli, alkalit.
Hindi ko yata nakita yan. Ano yun? Parang pang pH.
Pang alkalites. pH balance.
Ano laman niya?
Marami. Calcium carbonate, potassium hydroxide, potassium chloride.
Minerals yata siya.
Minerals, the calcium phosphate.
Okay. Nabasa mo calcium carbonate. Di ba we talked about calcium carbonate?
Yes. What about?
Hindi ba calcium carbonate is chalk?
Oo nga. Ganun ba
Oo.
yun? Chok ba yung calcium carbonate?
Oo, kasi what they do is they have calcium, like for example, they have calcium, but they need it to bind to a certain binder to make the tablet, diba? So they bind it to carbonate.
Okay. Ito, let's say mga bone care. Ano to, mga ano lang, combinations na,
Yeah, for bone care, really, you need vitamin D, K, calcium. But yun na nga, if you're taking
Yun yung nakasulat dito. Vitamin D, calcium, vitamin K, magnesium.
magnesium. So, anong form ng vitamin D? 3?
Cholecalciferol.
So it's a D3.
Ayan ba ang D3? Yung vitamin K, importante ba yan?
Yes, is it a K2 or K3?
Wala, as phytonadioma.
Okay. So, ano kasi, the reason why they put K in a bone supplement, you need calcium, right? But you need magnesium and D to absorb the calcium. But you don't want naman yung calcium to calcify into your arteries. So that's why there's a vitamin K. That
Ito, calcium carbonate din, yung calcium niya.
unfortunately, ano nga, minsan pag
Hindi pwede.
yeah. Well, yun na nga din, like I don't know. It's bio-individual. Like parang, di ba, now that you know what calcium carbonate is, parang is it something that you want in your body?
You want to ingest, no? How about yung mga fish oil? Okay lang yung mga fish oil.
Fish oil is good. Some people kasi have allergies to fish, shellfish. Minsan kasi ang laman yan, di ba? There's shellfish. So, in terms of like omega 3, 6, and 9, they come in different forms. So my plant-based, which is like from flaxseed, and then there's ones that's yung mga from like sardines, mga ganon. So fish-based.
Fish-based.
Yeah. So okay naman. Just make sure they're molecularly it says they're molecularly distilled kasi many fishes then have toxicity, like big fish have either mercury, ganon. So you want supplements, especially for fish oil, that are molecularly distilled, meaning
Paano kung wala nakasulat?
then baka there's a chance that there's heavy metal contamination, ganon.
Ito, soft gel, okay lang to.
Yeah, actually ang fish oil omegas, they should be in soft gel. If they're not in soft gel, then I don't think it's the real one.
Ito rin after eating.
Yeah.
Okay. Yun. So, wow, ang dami. So, ang dami palang kailangang So, pag siguro yun na lang last. Yun na nga, pag let's say you have these supplements na hindi absorbable yung form, so you just finish them, okay lang ba yun? Or
just finish it, but then if you have access to better forms, and if they're affordable, then I would do that.
okay, just to finish this stream, maybe what are other vitamins you recommend to your clients? Actual vitamins.
You mean like what we need to take?
Nakita mo kanina, oo.
Okay, like for example, you need a good multi, definitely.
So what do you use? So what do you recommend?
I use this one, the Life Extension 2 per day, or I have the Seeking Health one, which is also very highly absorbable form siya, but it also has like a fruit and vegetable blend. So, kumbaga, nandiyan na siya lahat. This one just has more of the daily vitamins in there. Yun. And then for people who have, example, yun, like I was saying kanina nga, di ba? Nutrition is talagang, kung talagang pwede, yun talaga unahin natin. We get quality foods, we eat properly, we get rid of the junk, then you probably won't really need to take so much supplements, di ba? So, unahin muna natin ang food, 'di ba? Get a nutrient dense food. Kung magagastos ka lang, 'di ba? Just spend it on food. Don't, wag na lang si bubble tea, wag na lang si yung mga, 'di ba? Things that will actually cause more harm. So,
All
ayun.
right. Thank you. Thank you, Janice, for that vitamin advice. And thank you to everyone watching on the live stream. And for those people who want to optimize their vitamin strategy also at home, please share this video to your family and friends in YouTube, Facebook, and in LinkedIn. Again, my name is Anton Diaz, together with Janice. See you again next week, Thursday. Usually we do the stream every Thursday. On something to optimize our health. All right, maraming salamat. Live an awesome life, guys. Thank you, Janice.
Thanks, Anton. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Can you do a short